Hello and what's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and become one of the bunnies, and if you're coming back, oh boy, we have a good video today. So the global and SEA server are just preparing for the collab that's gonna happen between Genshin Impact and Honkai Impact. That's coming on July 13th, while the Chinese server will welcome the new Herscher of Flames on July 20th. So today, we are actually going to prepare for version 4.5 as global and SEA players, because guess what, we have a golden opportunity and it's called version 4.9. With that, I just want to give a very big shout out for the awesome people who helped translate the preview video, such as Soniju, Gordon Sung, and Island Line, for the incredible job and for letting us all enjoy the video in English with translation and with all of those information. Now with that there, today we are discussing the following questions. What content are we expecting? How is the next chapter going to help us lore-wise? And how are we supposed to prepare for it financially? So without further ado, let's just hop right in. Version 5.0 will hit it off with a beautiful summer event and a spending event with Herrscher of Sentience, Fallen Rosemary, Stygian Nymph, and for some reason Divine Prayer outfits ranging between farmable to paid. Next, we have the star of the show, Herscher of Flamison. She's gonna be a psychic fire DPS focused Valkyrie. And actually, a lot of people speculated that she's gonna actually have a claymore or like a great sword as her main weapon, and I honestly was surprised. But then we noticed that V4.9 actually designed and made her own pistols that is a very good combination between the signature weapons of Void Drifter and the signature weapon of Herscher of the Void. They look very similar. Now some people actually compared them to Jingwing pistols, but I kind of see it. I kind of see where they are going for, but it doesn't look like it. It doesn't give it off. It gives off a good combo between Herscher of Void and Void Drifter, which I think what they are looking for. Then we have the new elf that's coming up, Serene. Now Serene turned into an elf. Isn't that cute? Serene is gonna be an ice damage elf, and she's gonna be available as well for pull-up, just like any other elf. So that's gonna be very interesting. Tell me, what do you guys think? Are you gonna be pulling for her, or you're gonna be pulling for just the Herscher of Flames and her weapon and her stigs? Next, we have the Battle Pass. It will contain a full Valkyrie battlesuit. It's gonna be Stygian Nymph and Azure Impria. Like, I can't say how surprised I am to actually be able to put in like 2 really good S ranks in the Battle Pass for people to buy. I mean, Stygian Nymph is a top-notch DPS with still #1 ranking, honestly, between battlesuits, especially the physical type damage, because I mean, she's Quanta, she's really OP, and I honestly still use her more than any other battlesuit until now. Then we have Azure Impria, which is the best elemental support out there, and she's a fire type, which makes it even more better for the Herscher of Flames. So either one is fine choice, especially if you are looking for like at their prices. And oh my god, it's 32. Holy smokes, how are we gonna get those? Finally, we have a permanent challenge called Paradise of the Past. It's gonna be very similar to Threshold Breach and Malaria of the Mind, but on a bigger scale, with 8 starting Valkyries, and as time passes by, more Valkyries would be added, and it's gonna be permanent, so we know that, and it's probably gonna have a good amount of rewards on it. As a starter reward, there's gonna be 120 Herscher of Reason frags. So for new players, dude, you've got your golden ticket, don't miss it there. Just play that Paradise of the Past and get this Herscher. She's a really, as I said before, any Herscher is a good Herscher. Next up, we have the lore perspective. In a past theory, I mentioned clues that were hinted for us in chapter 24. Now, if you haven't watched it, it's summarized as follows. The dolls are not the real Herschers. Somehow the dolls know Himiko's name and say it to Kiana. The dolls having the ability to tap into imaginary powers even though they are all made on Earth from humans. And honestly, I have my own interpretation on that very eerie and creepy big doll in the middle of the castle. It still rubs me the wrong way. Then we have with chapter 25, we still have only act 1, but we can see in the final scene Himiko going back to St. Freya. Now in previous chapter we established through Welt Yang that the core holds the memories of the past users, and that's why Bronya used to see nightmares or dreams about the old Herscher of Reason. So I believe Kiana is looking into the memories of Himiko before she lost the gem. Now here's my prediction. I believe Himiko came back with the imaginary power and turned into the Herscher of Dominance. So she has no reason to hold on to the Herscher of Flames core. Then the doll acted on their own and tried taunting Kiana with the Gem of Haste, but failed miserably. I mean, what do you expect? These dolls are seriously unhinged. They're so creepy. And now our final battle will be between Himiko, Kiana, and probably Mei. Will fate either change Himiko or she will probably die like the past era. Though from what Mihoyo is doing, we thought that Fuhua is gonna die, but she didn't end up dying. So it kind of shows that Kiana is shaping the future to her own liking. And that's honestly pretty cool. I can't wait to see that. Finally, let's talk about how to prepare financially for the update. Every update gives us 400 crystals for logging in daily for a month. Then you have, with $5, if you pay it, you can get 60 crystals a day, plus 500 every 2 weeks, and you have 300 up front, which puts us right now at 3,500 crystals roughly. Next, we have Memorial Arena, which gives us 90 crystals every week, and Abyss giving us roughly 300 crystals every couple of days, depending on your level, depending on how far you get, depending on how much you do out of the Abyss. And that puts us at 7,240 crystals. So, because we are speaking about 4.9, we have the Gentian Club that's coming up. And this gives us 500 crystals just from doing the collab. With the chapter 25, it gives us around 8,000 crystals roughly. And in case you do the dailies to the end, you are looking for like 1,000 crystals. And we have the battle pass, which gives us 1,160 crystals. So if you get it, I mean, you don't even have to get to the paladin. You can just top up for the first one, and that will be around $15 or something. And you can get the 1,160 crystals if you get it. Then you have a final number of 10,540 crystals that you'll be able to get in version 4.9. That's insane. That's a lot of crystals for $20. Talk about getting a bang for the buck. With that, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure to tell me what do you think in the comments down below. And I'll see you in another video.